it's after last year, I think we kind of have no excuses, I guess. In the past, we've had our fair share, but honest and true excuses. I think this year we kind of don't have any. We have nothing to hide behind. We proved last year we have everything we need and everything it takes to fight at the top and be the best. If we are not at the beginning of the season, then we're just not good enough, and we've not done a good enough job. But that's certainly not how we're thinking of things. It's not how our mentality's been. We still want to, as much as we want to believe we're the best, I guess we still want to feel like we're underdogs, and we have a lot to fight for and try to improve at every minute of every day. And of course, there's going to be more pressure. There's more pressure on the whole team, and I guess every individual in the team. That's over 1,000 people. Everyone's going to think of it. They're going to think, wow, we did it last year. There's going to be more eyes on us. There's more expectation on every single one of us. I know, coming into this season that for a lot of people, I'm the favorite and that kind of thing. And as a team, we're the favorites. But I think I've said in some interviews over the last month or so, or a few weeks, that a lot of people think that pressure is a bad thing. But for me, it's really the opposite. It's a good thing. I've always done much better under pressure. I'm able to think and to focus much more under pressure. So everyone has their own way of doing things, and I've said that many times. But I still get nervous, and I feel pressure, and I know it's there. But my best performances have often come when that is around. So
potentially some of the sentiments are maybe a little bit strong, but I think there's also a valid point in not swearing where it's not necessary to. And I think certainly in the car, we're in our zone, and of course we're going to say things that are in the heat of the moment and probably not politically correct. But I do also think that when you're out of that situation, we are role models, and we should be setting an example. Whether that requires a big monetary fine to remind us of that, I think a talking to maybe is going to be enough. But I see it in both ways, and I'm going to try and keep myself out of trouble.
I think it's everyone's expectation from probably within Formula One. Every year rules don't change. Every time regulations don't change. It gets closer and closer. That's just the way it's always worked. So it already got pretty close at the end of last year, and I think you already started to see, the middle pack, which is the back half. Well, it's most of the grid apart from the top 4 teams. So the 6 other teams, you already started to see them catching up and getting closer and closer. I probably only expect that to be even more the case over the winter and probably into this season. So I think you're probably going to have this season some winners that aren't, the top 4 teams that aren't McLaren, Ferrari, Mercedes, or Red Bull, which I think is good for Formula One. It's good for the fans. It's good for the whole sport. It's a shame that it all changes in 2026 because I'm expecting it to be a good season and tough for all of us.
We'd like to go for the Constructors and the Drivers' World Championship, and why not be greedy and have that be 1-2, and let Lando and Oscar decide who's 1 and who's 2. So that's our collective goal. I think, as the drivers just said, this season should be epic and even closer than last year. So I'm anticipating 8 different winners. I think this year we had 7.
So I think the guiding principles you have there will be the same. So the facts behind it, last few years, sure I had to drive a line out of it, is because when you start getting it's a funny sequence because you're always waiting for a normal track and then realise there are no normal tracks, they're all just slightly different in that regard. But I think it'll still be a good enough guide who's there fighting for the position.
Thank you.
also have a whole team behind us who are also excited. They know they're capable of making a quick cut. And I guess every individual in the team, that's over 1,000 people.
I think a talking to maybe is going to be enough, but I see it.
I think it's everyone's expectation from within Formula One. Every year, rules don't change every time, regulations don't change.
Great, that's all. Thank you all. Cheers.
What's your score for property?